It's not necessarily a walk in the park when you become a volunteer for one of Trout Unlimited's conservation programs. It would appear you shouldn't be afraid of heights, know how to navigate in the bush, and be able to know how some scientific gear works.
Little device in there. We take a reading every 15 minutes all summer long and record it on the data recorder right inside there.
This is Ken Monk, who is a member of the Northern Lights Fly Fishers, a chapter of Trout Unlimited Canada. He's joining Jay White and Corey Stafura of Equality, who've been contracted by Trout Unlimited to collect water samples in the Pembina watershed.
This is a wetland dominated, so we've got peat forming wetlands upstream. You've got lots of tannic acids and humic acids in here, fulvic acids, that are giving it that literally a tea color, that tea stained red color, which is really great for small cold water fisheries like grayling to hang out in and hide in.
This monitoring program has been active ever since tributaries around the Pembina have been closed to angling 4 years ago.
Well, we have historical records going back into the 70s and 80s that says there's lots of Arctic grayling in this area. And by our studies in previous years, our angling samples and so on, we've determined that there's really not very many fish left in this area. So what we want to do is find out what's wrong with the habitat, if there's something wrong with it, if there's something that we can do to help protect the species in this area. There's a number of roads that have been here, new roads that have been put in over the last 20, 30 years. There's a lot of forestry activity, oil and gas activity, angling activity, sedimentation, falling off the roads, that kind of thing.
Keeping the lines of communication open between government and industry is a critical step in order to work out solutions for these types of critical stream habitats.
Absolutely. We've been working closely with AEP and alongside some of the oil and gas companies and so on, and we are getting some help. There is some work being done, or has been work done by the oil companies, and some of the forestry companies are getting involved in some of the remediation work on some of the roads that are stream crossings that are causing problems.
A rather unique solution is being considered when it comes time to help regenerate grayling into the Pembina system.
In the next upcoming year, we'll be looking seriously at the stream bank remediation, which are stream bank incubators, which are basically so that the fry can grow up in a protected area and then be released into the stream and sort of repopulate the species that way.
There is still another year of study ahead and plenty of work for the many volunteers who are making a difference when it comes to our freshwater resources.
Over the years, we've probably had upwards of 30 to 40, maybe even 50 volunteers at various times doing angling, coming out, monitoring the temperature of the stream. I couldn't thank those volunteers enough. There's, like I said, probably 30 or 40 from the club that come out on a fairly regular basis.